So circling back, and like this probably is not gonna be a long conversation because I don't know, like you're not a sports person, neither am I. But I live for the drama. I'm a gay TM. We live for the drama. We were talking about O.J. Simpson, so I got to thinking about like late 80s, early 90s, like scandals, right?
Right.
For some reason, I started thinking about Tonya Harding because, like, I don't know how I made that jump. I just did. What's your opinion on that? That's like all I want to know. Like, do you think, like, she was like, yeah, let's just fucking cripple the bitch?
Do you know what's weird?
What
is that you were the second person this week to bring up Tonya Harding?
Am I really?
Yes.
Who was the first person?
Gandalf and me were having a conversation the other day.
See,
and
the gays love the drama!
He was like,
oh my god!
He was like, the reason he did is because that person at work, he was like, does he need to be Tonya Harding? And I was like,
does he need to get galilied?
I was like,
I fucking hate it!
I was like,
oh my god,
I was like, well,
fight him!
I was like, you gotta explain to me what that is, because I don't remember, like, off the top of my head.
Right,
As you mentioned, I'm not a sports person.
Right.
And so he did.
Oh my god,
like,
we're totally watching that movie.
What movie?
I, Tonya.
He was like, did you ever see I, Tonya? And I was like, I feel like I've heard those two words together at some point.
That's
like,
so funny. The gays love the drama. The gays claim Tonya Harding. Like, we love that bitch. Like, she's ours.
so damn messy.
She's such a petty bitch.
You know what I think is petty? I think the Brazilian fucking soccer team is petty. Okay? I watch the World Cup with my family because as Brazilians, that's something we do watch.
Once again, stereotype. It's very true.
Yeah. We're just like a show of stereotypes that are accurate. I am not a sports person, but I will watch fucking the World Cup.
Right.
Because damn, those shorts are awesome. And I can appreciate it. And my aunt loves to watch sports with me because I just sit and like riff track the whole game. Basically, like, she's like, sit next to me so I can hear you making fun of everyone. And I'm like, she's like, put on any game ever so that we can listen to Becca make fun of these people. But the Brazilian soccer teams have made like being petty during soccer like a fucking, like, their own sport.
Do I need to start following the Brazilian soccer team?
Yeah, they call it a certain thing. One of the main players, I can't think of his name, but like, it's a main thing, right? And so whatever his name is, there was a video I saw recently on YouTube where it was like a bunch of kids being taught soccer. They're at their like practice or whatever, and they're playing and they're doing great, and all of a sudden they yell the soccer player's name. And they all, like, collapse to the ground and start holding their knee like they're injured. And they're like, oh my god!
I know exactly what.
Fuck
That's
is
a
his
meme.
name?
It's a meme.
What is his name? I can't think of it.
Can I just Google that one Brazilian soccer player?
Yeah, the one Brazilian soccer player who fakes injuries like no other. But yeah, that's some petty level fucking playing.
No, I love it.
My uncle would be like, get off the ground and play the game! And I'm like, don't. It's delightful.
Rub some dirt in it, you'd be alright. That's what my dad
They
says.
technically are rubbing dirt in it.
Is it this one?
No, that's not his name.
Oh.
That's not his name. No, I'm not calling you, Tony. Go down.
Okay, but this is the guy, for sure.
What's his name?
Oh my god, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what The Guardian has to say, because that's obviously a valuable source of information.
It's reliable. It's better than Fox.
Fuck Fox News.
Honestly. Do you know what I heard at work that was spoken to me? Well, it wasn't to me, I just overheard it. One of the horrible office trolls, I heard her with her mouth hole in front of, like, I'm sure family members. She's just like, she got that medical marijuana, she's fine.
Okay, so his name is, I don't know if this is his first or his last name, but his name is Neymar. N-E-Y-M-A-R.
Yeah, Neymar.
Okay. Did I say that right?
I don't know. I don't fucking, like, speak Portuguese. I know
I don't fucking speak Brazilian.
I don't speak Portuguese. There are 3 fucking words, like, phrases in Portuguese that I can speak.
And they're all in regards to your dog.
No, they are the most important phrases. I've learned them as a child from my mom yelling at me mostly. Because when my mother, her sweet self, gets mad, she yells in Portuguese. And also it's funny, like, when she's
I
mad at me and she's, like, in her, like, Portuguese, like, swing, my name changes. It's not Becca anymore. Normally my mother calls me Becca Pooh. Like, that's my nickname.
Pooh.
And she has shortened it now to just Pooh, so I am not a teddy
Because
bear.
you're the shit.
But I'm also very cuddly. And I'm single. Hey.
Hey, please send your boyfriend resumes to sociallyawkwardsesh@gmail.com.
But also, I'm, like, not really sure I want to be in anything serious, so don't be disappointed.
I'm just gonna string you along until I figure out what I'm doing with my life.
Yeah, like, it's like a journey for me, okay? Like, I'm on my own path.
Anyway.
So, when she gets mad, my name changes from Becca Pooh and, like, this sweet, like, endearing voice to, hey, Becca! And so I'm always traumatized.
Please do that again.
Hey, Becca! I'm always traumatized, so, like, when people call me Rebecca, I automatically flinch like I'm, like, a dog that's been hit with too many newspapers. Like, I'm like, oh, God, what's gonna happen?
You literally said to me the other day, don't call you Rebecca unless I'm mad.
Yeah, so I know, like, don't fucking, like, be the boy who cried wolf. I need to know your I need to vibe out your emotions. Okay?
So I'm teaching myself a couple different languages right now.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, I'm learning Russian and Romanian simply so, like, when I get angry, I can yell in, like, these crazy, like, hard consonant languages. I'm so excited.
Have you seen that thing where it's like, tell your friends that you love them because life is short?
But also tell them in German because life is scary.
And confusing.
I love that.
So,
oh, God.
What was I saying? Oh, the 3 things that I know how to speak in Portuguese. And lesson time, okay?
Oh, boy.
I wish I had my glasses on.
Do you want to borrow mine?
No, I'm good. I'll just, like, rearrange my contacts. Lesson time.
Oh, my God.
The first one is cala a boca, which means shut up. Then there is para com isso, which means stop, but, like, aggressively.
Fucking stop.
and then, well, actually, I know a few more. There's Caracas, which...
Do you say it like that? Is that how you pronounce it?
Caracas!
Caracas! Caracas!
Which is funny because when Riley was little...
What does that mean?
It means, like, boogers, basically. It's like a curse word, but it's, like, it's not, like, a mean word.
It's like how, like, bullocks means butt, but it's a curse word, like,
yeah.
with the Brits.
Yeah, it's like,
funny.
whoa, that's...
Or
you're
bloody.
being aggressive. Yeah.
I love it. Bloody bullocks.
Ew.
That
That sounds
right?
like there's something you should go to your doctor about. But you got a bloody butt, doctor.
I don't know what to do about it.
What did you do on Friday night?
Okay, so Caracas.
Oh yeah, okay. So when Riley was little,
Anyways.
do you know when you're like you have a little kid, you're like, oh, what does a dog say? And he's like, ruff.
Yeah.
What does a cow say? Moo. And I would say, what does a vavá say? And he'd say, Caracas. Which was the cutest thing.
Oh.
The other thing I know how to say is eu quero biscoito, which means I want a cookie. So if I go to
Aw.
Brazil, like, I'm pretty much set. Like, I don't need to learn anything else.
So I don't know a lot of foreign languages yet. I'm working on it. There's one thing I know in French, and it is puis j'aller aux toilettes. And you can probably guess what that means.
I'm pretty sure it's a towel. I'm just kidding, a toilet.
It means, may I please go to the bathroom? Because if we wanted to go to the bathroom in my high school French class, we had to ask in French. By the way, I hated Miss Kramer, but she was a petty bit. Madame Kramer.
First of all, I loved her. And
did you have her?
Yeah. Do you know what all you needed to do to, like, make her like you?
What?
Bring a fucking Frisbee to class. I don't know why I was the kind of person that I was, but I always had a Frisbee in my purse. Like, I just carried it. Because we would eat lunch outside, and me and my friends would just throw the Frisbee. And
like, in that weird, like, little eating area by the dumpsters?
Yeah, exactly. And so
we went to the same high school, like, not at the same time, but...
Also, I didn't graduate there because I was a troubled child. I got pulled out, yeah. But I would bring a Frisbee to that class, and she would literally just be like, fuck it, let's go. And we would all go outside and, like, throw the Frisbee.
I love her.
Yeah.
I remember this one time, we, because, listen, she was a bitch, but once again, she was a petty-ass bitch, and I love her for it. We were talking, like, me and one of my classmates was talking shit about this girl we knew, because she was dating this this chick was like 15, 16 years old dating like this 24-year-old. And so like Madam Kramer comes over and I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna yell at us. And because her desk was like right there and we were like right here, so she had been listening to us. And so she comes over and she's just like, look, what does it say about a 24-year-old man who can't get anyone his own age? And then just walks away. And I was like,
savage.
You right. Like, that was before my feminist awakening. I think that's what, like, triggered it. I'm like, bitch.
My favorite thing a professor has ever said to me,
oh my god,
one of my favorites anyways, was I was in this, it was like a A&P class or something, and it was, the professor was like, hashtag TM the gays. But she was like the toughest, like the tough type chick, right?
Right.
And so she gave no shits, like very little shits.
Like a butch lesbian.
Exactly.
All
she
right.
was. That was her.
I love
like
it.
Like
I
if you
love her
Google
already.
it, like that's her picture. And
she's right there.
She's right there. And so she's talking about UTIs. And a UTI is caused by bacteria going up one's urethra.
Yes.
Well,
that's how that works.
Males' urethras tend to be longer than females. And so she's like, so, because it has a shorter way to go, women get UTIs a lot more than guys. So she's like, so ladies, if you know a guy who gets chronic UTIs, it's safe to assume that he doesn't have a very long urethra.
I don't know why that's funny.
All the dudes in the class are like, bitch, I don't ever get a motherfucking UTI. Like, ever.
But also, like, dudes can only get one UTI in their life. Like, any more than that, like, you're probably gonna die.
Guys can't get sick at all, or they're probably gonna die. Did I tell you?
Have you ever met a man with a cold?
Oh, jeez. You mean an infant? My friend...
Once again, stereotypes that are actually true.
My friend's, boyfriend at the time, he was sick, right? He had little sniffles. He had a little cold or something. And she's a nurse, okay?
God.
And, she had to work the next day, so she's like, I'm going to bed, you know? So he wakes her up at, like, midnight. And he's like, I gotta go to the urgent care. And she's like, do you want me to drive you? Keep in mind, she has 2 children at this point. And one is like a baby. And,
oh my god.
And then she also had him, so she had twins. But so...
She had triplets.
Yeah. So he's like, I gotta go to urgent care. And she was like, do you need me to drive you? And he was like, no. Like, he's a fucking martyr. Like, I'll do it. I'll manage. I'm gonna muscle through it. So he goes. She goes back to sleep. He comes back.
Yeah, same.
He flicks the lights on and wakes her up at 3 a.m. when she has to work the next day. And he sits on the edge of the bed like he's about to tell her that he's, like, terminally ill. And he's like, I gotta tell you something. And she's like, what is it? And he's like, I have tonsillitis.
Bitch, I don't give a fuck.
She was like, good fucking night. Flicks those lights off.
Bitch, you can sleep on the couch with your sick ass.
Yeah. I have tonsillitis.
Oh my god. What was I about to say? Oh, fuck. That's what I was gonna tell a story. Anyway, it's fine. God damn it.
Goddamn.
Goddamn. We were talking about Madam Kramer. And then we were talking about Washington before that. Fuck. There was, like, I was, like, on a certain track, and now it's just gone.
There was something about the languages you were learning.
Oh, yeah.
Welly.
This is not that interesting. But I am learning, like, a little bit of Italian right now. And I do know how to say one thing in Italian really well.
Okay.
Which is,
It's a spicy. These meatballs are, it's a spicy.
Which is, gelato non è una colazione. Which means ice cream is not breakfast.
False.
And you probably don't remember this, but I actually said that to you one day. Like, first thing in the morning, I'm pretty sure you were just like, fuck off. And, like, took a giant spoon and started eating ice cream. So that's fun.
Dude, you remember when you were coming over for breakfast and I was like, oh, well, I need to run to Publix because I need to get milk for coffee.
Right.
And I was like, well, while I'm here, I'm going to peep these ice cream flavors and see. Because a couple years ago, I think it was 2 summers past, 2 summers ago, George, you remember that?
George, I'm only bringing this up because I know you were the one that had to kill the white pony.
And I am sorry for that, George.
George!
Take me to pussy. Anyways.
Matt, edit that out.
Matt, I love you.
Matt, you're imaginary.
That's why I love you, Matt.
You're the only man I trust.
But same.
Sad but true.
But anyways, a couple summers passed. There was a Publix brand ice cream flavor, and it was Whoppers. Whoppers are my favorite candy in the entire earth. Besides, like a hard second,
Like
would be
everything.
Yeah, like a hard second would be like Reese's peanut butter cups. Like I'm not actually a huge candy person. I picked up dog shit with those clubs.
Oh shit.
Just FYI.
Thanks
But
for
like, go
telling
ahead
me.
and touch your face with them. That's how you get pink eye, Emily.
Already had pink eye. It was not fun.
You're like, I'm immune. I've got the antibodies to prove it. But anyways, so...
Once you get gonorrhea, you can't get it again, right?
Right. You know, if you're on top, you can't get pregnant.
Call back.
So,
Okay.
anyways, there's a Whopper flavor ice cream, which was the most wonderful thing. Like, it got me through the passing of my stepdad. Me and my
Aw.
nephew ate like 5 gallons of that shit that summer. Like, we just kept going to Publix. They're like, do you want like maybe fruit or vegetables? We're like, nah, 8 ice creams would be good. Like, we just want all of this. Anyways,
Just clear out the freezer.
it's somehow they made the ice cream like itself taste like malted milk,
Right.
which is not a fun thing to say, nor does it sound like something you'd want to eat, but
But it was good. It was quite good.
it is quite good, yes. And then it had actual Whoppers like in it, and it was
Yeah.
delicious. And so I went
You
back.
just had some of it like last summer or something.
Yeah, it was last summer.
You said 2 summers ago.
This summer is one summer, so that's how I calculated that. It's probably incorrect. I don't give a
So
fuck.
last summer, because technically we're still in summer. Emily, shut the fuck up.
Are you done?
Probably not, but please do continue.
So anyways, I was like, well, while I'm here, I know it's like 8:30 in the morning, but I'll like peep these ice cream flavors real quick. This is a story really about how socially awkward I am.
God.
So I go to the ice cream aisle and I look down, and all the way at the end where the Publix ice cream brands are, there is a guy restocking the ice cream section. Specifically the Publix brand ice cream section. And he is very cute. Like, hella easy on the eyes.
His name was probably Matt. I've never met a guy not named Matt.
I should offer him a job. I wonder if he has headphones.
Shit.
But anyways.
Was he like tall and scrawny with curly
He
hair?
really was.
Oh my god.
He didn't
His
have
name
curly-
was definitely Matt.
I don't think he had curly hair, but like he had like the longer, shaggy-ish hair.
We can curl it, it's fine.
Yeah, it's like perming that shit up. It's
To
fine.
make it work.
Yeah. Just get him a wig. You look like Carrot Top. It's cool. I like gingers. I don't know why. I wish I didn't, but it's a thing.
You love me.
Yeah, but I mean like as a dudes. Like
Oh.
dudes, I have like a weird like ginger track record.
I do not think that men look good with red hair.
I don't know what it is. It's an animalistic thing.
I don't
can't
know.
control
Like,
myself.
I think there's like
Tony,
maybe
stop licking me.
2 dudes in this world, and I can't even name them. Like, it's a very small percentage. Women look fucking amazing with red hair. If you're a woman and you have red hair, you're already attractive. You don't even have to try, but dudes, no. You just look funny. Anyway, I'm done. Please. I don't know why I got off on that tangent. I just get really, like...
Did you, Emily? Did you get off? That's weird. Don't do that on my chairs.
I don't want to get off on any tangents.
Hey. So
Hashtag
anyways,
Harmontown.
look down the aisle. There he is. And I'm like, oh no, how do I do this? And so
Move, bitch! Get out the way!
I'm one of those people that, like, you could do something to me, like, very much like John Mulaney, in the sense that...
You could probably pour soup in my lap, and I'd apologize to you.
Exactly. I will apologize to you. I apologize to the Taco Bell people. Did you hear me? Like, when I was ordering and I couldn't decide what I wanted, I was like, I'm sorry. Like,
I'm sorry!
I'm sorry.
Please tell your story. We're getting way off track.
So-y-so's. an older couple like beats me to the punch, and they're there perusing fucking ice cream flavors, and I'm holding back because I don't want to rush them. I know like what kind of decision that is. You know, you got to make sure all the toppings are correct and like they're what you're feeling at that moment.
It's an emotional commitment.
Exactly, and I support the fact that they were doing it at the same time as me because then it didn't make me look like a fat piece of garbage. So I wait.
It's a mood.
They finally decide on a flavor and they move on, right? But by the time that they've done that,
Matt's back.
He never left. He was there the whole time. I have hovered closer, right? But I'm pretending like I'm not interested in what they're looking at, you know, to not be weird. Probably looking weirder than if I had just been like, I'm also interested in ice cream today. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for it.
Tempura.
Tempura. Aw.
Okay, Joel from The Last of Us.
So, but like in the process of them deciding, they had held 3 of the doors, one of which was the public section, open for so long that all the windows are frosted. So I can't stand behind the probably named guy Matt and like look over him into the coolers to pick an ice cream flavor. So I'm standing behind him, staring like desperately, like trying to look through this frost. And he like looks at me like I'm weird, and I'm like, I'm not doing anything that's like not the ordinary thing to do, you know. And he's like, can I help you? And I was like, I'm just trying to look at an ice cream flavor, but I didn't want to get in your way. And he was like, no, I'll get out of your way. And he's instantly super charming, and I was like, could you not? Okay. And so
it is 8 a.m. I have not had my coffee yet.
or my ice cream.
You were probably wearing your pajamas.
I wasn't. I had like showered and everything.
Oh, I'm so proud.
Thanks. I do shower regularly, despite what that just seemed like.
It was bath day.
We had brought in 3 pails of fresh water and heated them up to the optimal levels.
Okay, so probably named Matt was being super charming.
Yeah, and so he's like, oh, what flavor? And I was like, oh, it's a Publix flavor, and like last year they had them. For the summer, and I was like, it was a seasonal flavor, and so I was kind of hoping they'd bring it back this season, because I'm pretty sure I boosted the economy with how much I bought of it. And he's like, oh yeah, what flavor was it? And so I had like moved around him, because he had gotten out of my way, to like open the door, and I'm looking for it, and I was like, oh, it was a Whoppers flavor. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, it was amazing. And he was like, dude, I really hope that they bring it back, because Whoppers are my favorite candy. At this moment, I could have been like, you know, charming myself and been like, oh, you like Whoppers?
It's like the dialogue options on any video game ever. And you're just like, what should I choose? I'm a hit X.
Life is strange, okay, guys?
Don't want to deal with that fallout.
So at the moment that I could have been like, oh, Whoppers are also my favorite candy. What else do we have in common? Stranger named Matt, probably. Instead, what I chose to go with was, yeah, it was really good. Avoiding eye contact. I grabbed the very closest, like, ice cream to my hand, and then I, like, sped off away from him. You know, and honestly, I think I couldn't have played that better. Like that whole stand-up about, like, weird exits. Like,
right.
He probably thinks about me all the time. Like, we were probably soulmates because of our, like, equal desire for Whoppers
ice cream.
Yeah, and, like, that opportunity left. And then, after I had left the aisle, I realized that I also wanted to get Eggo waffles. And they just happened to be also on that aisle. Right behind where Matt was, yeah, but I didn't want to get too close, so I just grabbed some other box of, like, toasted fucking baked breakfast good and, like, sped away.
He was probably, like, following you through Publix, like, oh, wait, she was really cute. Fuck.
He's probably, like, the moment that they bring that flavor back, he's gonna be, like, walking around carrying just, like, a melting container of it, being, like Cinderella story, like, oh, the half a gallon fits.
Like the fucking gallon of Whoppers ice cream and like a bouquet of Publix roses.
Yeah, like if you want to know how to flirt, take notes, you guys, because
that's how you flirt with me. Ice cream.
Food, really, just in general, yeah. So this has been another week with us on the Socially Awkward Sessions.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter so you don't miss a single update. Catch you next time. Bye.